Hi, I am Imagine No Colors, and I decided to tell my brother's story, who was murdered by gang members. His name was Keontae Muhammad Ansari. He was 22 years old. He lived in California. I'm going to take you back to May the 7th, 2013, around 8 to 9 in the morning. Between 8 and 9 in the morning, my brother was at his friend's house. A known gang member was over in that location. He went over to that location looking for someone to murder. He happened to run into a young man and asked the young man, "Where are you from?" And the young man pleaded for his life. He pulled the gun out and he said, "Where are the opposite gang members?" He was looking for the opposite gang members, and he asked them where they at, and he said, "I don't know where they're at. I just moved here. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with this neighborhood." This is my brother. Um, he was so from there the young man um, ran into the store. Um, so my brother happened to come outside and um, and to move his car or to start his car up. I forget what he went out to charge his phone. The gang member was leaving off the street. He saw my brother. He made a U-turn. He came back and started shooting into the car. My brother got out the car. He ran a couple of houses down. He collapsed. The gang member took his gun and started waving it in the street, saying, "Where are they at?" He started calling out for other gang members, and it was just ironic to me that he would go looking for um, gangs at 8:30 and 9 in the morning. Um, from what I recall is at 8:30 and 9 in the morning, you see a bunch, you see people going to work, you see kids going to school. So I don't think that there'd be a lot of gang members or lurking the street at 8 in the morning. So he was actually looking for someone to kill. When I got the phone call, I was at work. Someone told me that Keontae was shot. They called me. They were screaming. I said, "Okay, what happened?" They said they don't know. They just heard that he got shot. I I immediately left work. I went home. I know I left work. I called my daughter on my way home. And I said, my daughter at that time was 20 years old. Her and Keontae was very close. Keontae and I shared the same father. We had different mothers, and my father raised Keontae, so he was around me a lot. Um, when I had my daughter thought that they were brothers and sisters because they were so close together, and he was always around us. So, um, so moving forward, I got the phone call. I left where I called my daughter. I said, "Keontae was shot." I said, "I'm on my way to pick you up. We're going to the hospital." My sister was there also, and so she said, "Okay, let's go." We all went. So I picked my daughter up and my sister. We went to the hospital, and when we get there, family and friends were there. Well, most of all his friends were there. They were all there, standing in the hallway, pacing. Everybody was just quiet and numb. And I saw one of his friends. I asked him, "Is what's going on?" He said, "I haven't heard any news yet." I said, "Okay." So at that point, we paced in the floor. I was trying to get in touch with my father. My father sleeps very hard, so I couldn't. He wouldn't answer his phone. So so but then my dad ended up coming. Someone got in touch with him. Someone went over and went to his house and said, "This is what happened." They came to the hospital. My dad was in a wheelchair, and because he had one of his legs amputated. So I saw my dad. He said, "It's okay." My dad looked really scared and spooked, and his mom was there, and everybody was. Some people was calm, some people was nervous, some people were numb. It was just so many mixed emotions. And when I remember the doctor comes out, he had a smile on his face, and he said, "How many times he got shot?" And someone answered him, he got shot twice. He got shot in the arm and on the side. Um, the doctor said he didn't make it. And when he said he didn't make it, my family all immediately started screaming. I remember my dad flipped out his wheelchair. I remember my daughter screaming and my mom holding her. I know my sister immediately went to attend my father, and she was asking him if he was okay. I think he passed out. I remember I was screaming and my husband was trying to help me, and I was screaming on the floor and I was screaming. no, no, no. And what hurted me is that my brother wasn't into gang. He wasn't a gang member, and um, it broke my heart. So um, they let us go see my brother. He was laying in the bed. They said, "You guys can see him. You only can see him through this glass door." And I remember him laying there. He's like he was asleep, and I was like, "Oh." I was screaming. I was fighting. I remember fighting someone, saying, "No, I want my brother with my brother." And so from then, my life spiraled down. I took off work from at least a year to 8 months to a year. My sister took off. She couldn't go back to work for almost a year. It destroyed our lives. I had to take anxiety pills. I had to see a psychiatrist. I was almost admitted to a hospital because I was having suicidal thoughts. I wanted to kill myself, and I didn't have no thoughts of my kids. I didn't think about my kids. I just wanted to die, and I kept thinking, if I kill myself, I can go with my brother. I can go be with my brother because he was so close to us. Well, I thought that if he's in heaven, he's by himself. He's by himself. So if one of us died, if my mom died, I'm sorry, not my mom. If my sister died, or my son died, or my daughter died, or my father died, I thought if those four of them would die, that in my mind that he would be okay. He would be with somebody. He would be with one of us because we were so close to him. So I was like, okay, if one of us die, if I kill myself, I can be with him. But and but I stayed praying. I stayed praying, and God said, no, that's not the way you should go. You can't go. If you kill yourself, you won't go to heaven. So I it destroyed my life. And when I went back to work, I had to demote myself. I wanted to demote myself because I couldn't handle the position that I was in when I left. It destroyed our life. I just want you guys to know that. I'm telling the story because I want gang members to know. Gangs need to stop gangs. You guys are destroying people's lives. Some family members go into doing drugs. They go to alcohol. They go into, they either get abused or they abuse someone or they take revenge and go murder someone else. Now their family's suffering. So it never ends. You guys need to stop it. You taking lives over a color is nonsense, and I'm tired. I'm tired of reading stories. I'm tired of posting stories on my nonprofit organization. I have a nonprofit organization called Imagine No Colors, and a lot of us is a part of Imagine No Colors. We're losing people on the streets, and we all need to stop it. We need to stop it because you're destroying lives. I come from pain. I am pain. I recognize pain. I am Imagine No Colors. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you for hearing my story. Please share it. I want people to understand what you do and how you affect people. Today is my brother's birthday, and I cry at night. I can't get over it. I'm living by the strength of God, but it hurts me daily. Thank you again. Follow me on Imagine No Colors.